Let's go ahead, get comfortable if you haven't already. Rest your eyes. And then give yourself a nice deep breath. And a big exhale, like a big sigh of relief. You've made it. You have arrived. Made it through Monday, whatever your Monday might have looked like. Perhaps it's been a busy day. Perhaps you were able to get outside and enjoy some sunlight in the extra hour of the day. Whatever your day looked like, take a moment to begin to let it go so that you can fully transition to the moments that lie ahead. So some of us might be feeling a little extra sleepy. We lost that hour of daylight over the weekend, or that hour of sleep, and we gained an extra hour of daylight, right? So the longer days have arrived. You might be noticing the sunlight lingering a little longer in the evening. Also, the sun rising a little later in the morning. So it can be a little difficult to get up this time of the year also. And after many months of wintering and slowing down and perhaps shoveling yourself out of the snow, some of us might be feeling a little heavy, a little slow, a little stagnant. So this time of the year, this seasonal time of the year, from late winter to early spring, is the Kapha time of the year, according to Ayurveda. Kapha, meaning just heaviness in the elements of earth and water. Okay. And with this accumulation of earth and water, not just in the environment around us, but also within us, right? We can feel slow, sluggish, and this accumulation of fluid in the body, which sometimes can get stuck in the lungs, and then we develop a nice little respiratory condition or the flu or the cold, right? And so what we need to do this time of the year is to shake up that energy, the heaviness, the darkness, some movement in the body, some deeper breaths, and taking the time to enjoy a little extra sunlight, whether that's in the morning or in the evening, but taking in some light. So for tonight's practice, both breathwork and Nidra, we plan to mirror this sort of rhythm, this rhythm of beginning to respond to increasing light and allowing for this shift to occur from darkness to lightness. So we'll begin with a few minutes of breath work to gently circulate energy in the body and clear some of the heaviness that might have built up for you. Begin just noticing the breath. Allow your breath to be natural and restful. And as you connect to the breath, just notice how you're feeling. Perhaps you're already feeling energized by the longer day, the warmer temperatures. Or perhaps you're feeling a little slow, a little sluggish. Maybe you're somewhere between the two. Just notice how you're feeling in your body, what might be going on in your mind, and just acknowledge your experience and be present with it through the breath. And then again, as we did at the very, very beginning, take a slow, deep breath in through the nose, stretch the belly, pause at the top of the inhale, and then let go with a big exhale. Maybe open the mouth, sigh it out. You could even stick or stretch out your tongue, make an audible sound like ha. So a big or a small release, a letting go as you settle back into natural rhythm of breath. A little more softness around your eyes. Perhaps shifting around in your position, your seat, or however you might be lying down to become a little more comfortable. And then tune back into the breath. And over the next minute or so, just allow for your breath to slow down by breathing through the nose from the belly. Perhaps a slight constriction in the back of the throat, engaging the whisper muscles to help you slow down the breath. Slow, deep belly breathing through the nose. With this practice of Ujjayi, it's a very specific breath practice in yoga, Ujjayi, Ujjayi, I believe, victorious breath. It's a slight constriction in the back of the throat that helps to warm up the breath that you're breathing in, which makes the breath a little more receptive to the lungs. And this slight constriction in the back of the throat, you're basically engaging your vocal cords, your whisper muscles, helps you to gain a little more control of the breath. And it's with that bit of control, very gentle, very light, that you can further slow down the breath. Take a few more rounds, slowing down the breath. And then when you're ready to let go of Ujjayi, and you're ready to let natural breath return, give yourself a big, deep cleansing breath first. So when you're ready, one last time, breathe in through the nose from the belly. Feel the breath at the back of the throat. Pause at the top of the inhale. And this time, purse your lips. Blow the exhale out through the lips. And just allow yourself to linger in a very long exhalation out through the lips. And then natural breath. Notice how your body is beginning to respond to the breath work. Notice the mind. Notice the energy shifting around you and within you. And then preparing for the next breath practice, we're going to do a 3-part inhalation. So in yoga and in breath work, the inhale tends to be a little more energizing, a little more uplifting. We're creating space. We're opening, we're expanding, and we're taking oxygen, breath, prana, energy into the body. So we'll focus on this 3-part inhale. And then just one long exhalation. You can exhale through your nose or pursed lips, whatever feels best for you and whatever helps you to best extend your exhalation. So first, just take a clearing breath, breathing in. Exhale, let it go. And then feel for a 3-part inhale. Breathing in 1/3 of the breath to the belly, pause. 2/3 of the way to the rib cage, pause. Finish your inhalation, chest, collarbones, pause. And then exhale through the nose or lips. Stretching out the exhale to feel for a release, to feel for a letting go. Take a natural breath after, and then we'll do another round of the 3-part inhale. Breathe in. 1/3 of the way, breath in the belly, pause. 2/3 to the rib cage, pause. Finish your inhalation at the top of the chest, near the collarbones, pause. Purse your lips if you like, or blow it out through the nose. Long exhalation, releasing and letting go. Follow with a natural breath. Another round, 3-part inhale. Inhale 1/3 of the way to the belly, pause. 2/3 to the rib cage and pause. Finish the inhalation up at the chest, collarbones, pause. Exhale any way that feels good to you. Allow yourself to linger in the exhalation, taking time to empty the breath, noticing a moment of emptiness at the end of the exhale, and then allowing for natural breath. And then take 3 more rounds on your own. If you prefer, you can put a pause, a natural breath in between each cycle, or you can do 3 cycles of this 3-part inhale back to back. Whichever you prefer. 3-part inhalation, 1 long exhalation. And when you reach the very top of the inhale, at the chest and the collarbones, feel for a lift, an opening, an expansion around the heart space. And as you exhale, allow that opening, that expansion, the lift of the heart space to remain. Take your time to finish your last round. And as you finish your last round, let natural breath return. Soften the eyes a little bit more. Lower the gaze towards the body and notice. Notice how you're feeling now, physically, in the physical body, energetically, in the energy body with the breath, and in the mind, the mental body. Notice any shift in your experience of now. And then also notice any shift within you and any shift in the energy around you. So we are all energy beings, and our energy sort of spreads sometimes in a good way, sometimes not such a good way. But as we become more settled, more quiet from within, feeling a little more at ease and a little more content, the environment around us, the world around us tends to respond. So just acknowledge this shift towards busyness from doing into being, and allow this shift in your state of being to gently transition you toward really the ultimate practice of stillness outside of sleep, the practice of yogic sleep or yoga nidra. So from this point on, the breath is natural, and we let go of all effort, any effort to breathe, any effort to be a certain way, or to control our external environment, or even to control the environment, the internal environment in the world within us. Just allow yourself to be present with your experience of stillness. If, however, you become uncomfortable and you need to make adjustment or want to make an adjustment to your body so that you feel more comfortable, please feel free to make that adjustment anytime. So first and foremost, taking care of your body in the practice of stillness. Notice this moment, whether it's now or in the next few, this moment of fully arriving. And maybe you're already there, fully arriving, beginning to feel held and supported by the props or the surface below you. Maybe even feeling the support of the ground, Mother Earth, beneath you. Allow yourself to be held and allow yourself to release whatever it is that you might be holding on to. Feel for a physical letting go of tension in your body. Feel for the release of the energy body, the energetic holdings and tension, and the mental holdings, the grooves in the mind, the repetitive thoughts, stories, the conditioning of the mind. And ultimately in this practice, as we rest the physical body, we are freeing the mind, freeing up the mind of our habitual patterns of thinking and thoughts, the shoulds, could haves, the to-dos. We're freeing the mind into a more expansive space of being, observing oneself and this experience of stillness. So as you settle in, give yourself full permission to be present, to be still. And as you arrive, take some time, as we always do in the beginning, to either create or connect to your inner sanctuary, this place within you that you can access at any time that feels steady and supportive. It's your happy place. It might simply be a quiet room in your house, a peaceful place in nature, or your favorite vacation spot, whatever your inner sanctuary might be. Take some time, draw the image, fill in the colors, the sights, the sounds, and then allow yourself a few quiet moments to arrive into the space of your inner sanctuary. And as you take in the essence of your inner sanctuary, you might begin to connect to your intention for your practice. So in this practice of Yoga Nidra, we plant a seed, your intention, into the receptive soil of the mind. The mind becomes open and expansive, free of habitual thoughts and holding patterns, so that you can connect to a quiet truth from within you. Quiet truth, reflecting something you are ready to receive, to honor, or to embody. Something like, I move forward with ease. I welcome lightness and renewal. Whatever your intention might be, take some time to feel it, connect to it, and then repeat your intention out loud or from within at least 3 times. Each time, allowing your intention to settle a little more deeply into the receptive soil of the mind and the quiet stillness of the body being held by the breath. Notice the breath. Feel for breathing in and letting go, and trusting the practice of stillness as you release your intention through the breath. And then begin to sense the natural rhythm of the breath and simply notice the inhalation, a subtle lightness rising within the body, and on the exhalation, the body releasing the feeling of heaviness. Inhaling lightness, exhaling heaviness into softness, and simply sense the inhale, the exhale for about the next 8 to 10 cycles of breath. No need to count the breath. Simply feel and be present with each cycle. Inhale the exhale, the lightness, and the release of heaviness into softness. Continue to feel for the breath. The inhale, the exhale. And allow these sensations of breath to begin to move through the body as we take the time to journey through the body, rotating, shifting your attention, your awareness, consciousness into different parts of the body. And as we move through the body, you might imagine a gentle light touching each part of the body, just a gentle glow of light, like a soft early morning light arriving, touching each part of the body. Feel for the breath. Feel for the right side of the body. Right side of the body, breathing the breath. Begin to feel a soft early morning light in the right side of the body. Right side of the body being touched by light. Bring your attention to the palm of the right hand. Sense the palm of the right hand, breathing the breath. And as you sense the breath in the palm of the right hand, notice soft early morning light arriving into the palm of the right hand. Tip of the right thumb. This early morning light arriving. Tip of the right thumb, index finger, middle finger, ring finger, and the pinky, back of the right hand, right wrist, right forearm, right elbow, upper arm, right shoulder blade, collarbone, and the space between. Right side of the rib cage, right lung, right side of the heart space, being touched by light. Right side of the waist, low belly, low back, and the space between. Right hip, and the whole right leg, upper thigh, knee, lower leg, ankle, top of the right foot, sole of the right foot, right big toe, second, third, fourth, fifth. Sense the entire right side of the body. Soft early morning light arriving, right side of the body. Shift your attention and awareness to the left side of your body. Begin to feel left side of the body, breathing the breath, the inhale, the exhale. And with every cycle of breath, inviting this light into the left side of the body. Light arriving into the palm of the left hand and the tip of the left thumb. Left index finger, middle finger, ring finger, and the pinky, back of the left hand, left wrist, left forearm, elbow, upper arm, left shoulder blade, collarbone, and the space between. Left side of the rib cage, left lung, left side of the heart space, left side waist, low belly, low back, and the space between. Left hip, and the whole left leg, light arriving. Whole left leg, upper thigh, knee, lower leg, ankle, top of the left foot, sole of the foot, left big toe, second, third, fourth, fifth. Sense and feel the entire left side of the body, light arriving into the left side of the body. And then begin to feel for the back of the body, shifting your attention to the back of the body, beginning to feel soft, early morning light arriving into the bottoms of your feet, heels, and the back of your legs, back of the knees, tip of the tailbone, back of the hips, center of low back, and the entire back of the spine, back of the rib cage, lungs, heart space, light arriving between the space of the shoulder blades, outer edges of the shoulder blades, back of the shoulders, and the arms, upper arms, back of your elbows, forearms, wrists, hands, and the fingernails. Notice, feel the skin on the back of the neck and light arriving at the base of your skull, back of the head, from the crown of your head, light arriving, crown of the head, to the fingertips, to your toes, sensing the entire back of the body, feeling the breath, light arriving into the back of the body through the breath. And bring your attention to the front of the body. Begin to sense the breath. Notice front of the body breathing each breath. Begin to sense this early morning light arriving at the center of the forehead, between the eyebrows, corners of the eyes, cheekbones, the upper jaw, the lower jaw, and the space between, front side of the neck, space between the collarbones, front side of the rib cage, lungs, and the heart space, light arriving and spreading to the arms, upper inner arms, inner elbows, inner forearms, wrists, palms of the hands, and the fingertips. Sense the navel center, space above, and the space below. Light arriving at the front of the hips, front side of the legs, upper thighs, kneecaps, shins, and the tops of your feet. From the tips of the toes to your fingertips, back to the crown of the head. Sense the entire front side of the body awakened by the arrival of light. And then sense the whole body, all sides of the body, integrating through this arrival of light, this early morning sunlight in the entire body, front to back, left to right, from the space within to the space beyond. Sense the arrival of early morning light in the whole body, allowing the whole body to feel awakened and light, integrated and content, present in this moment and the moments that follow, and stillness. Feel the body, whole body resting as an entire field of light. And notice within this field of light, within the field of the body, notice other sensations within. Noticing different sensations, experiencing these sensations without judgment, with presence. Feel within the body, sense a deep darkness, the quiet stillness of night. Sense darkness in the body. Notice where you might feel the feeling of darkness and your experience of darkness in the body. And then sense the opposite, sense brightness, like the clear light of day spreading across the landscape, opening the sky above. Sense brightness in the body. Notice where you feel brightness. Notice your experience of brightness within the body. And then allow your awareness to hold space for both sensations of darkness and brightness. Noticing both. Holding space for both as one continuous spectrum of sensation in the body. And then notice the sensation of sleepiness. Notice where within the body you feel sleepy, the feeling of sleepiness in the body. Notice your experience of sleepiness in the body. Notice the opposite. Notice sensations of wakefulness, the feeling of being awake, alert, clear awareness, wakefulness in the body. And then allow your awareness to hold space for both the sleepiness, the wakefulness. Allowing your awareness to hold space for both sleepiness and wakefulness, and anything between the two as one spectrum of sensation within the body. And then bring your awareness to the feeling of disappointment, a heaviness of disappointment in the body. Notice where you might sense disappointment in the body. And then notice the opposite. Notice the feeling of joy in the body, your experience of joy in the body, and where you might sense this feeling of joy. And then allow your awareness to hold space for both disappointment and joy. Noticing, observing both disappointment and joy within the body, and your experience of both as one spectrum of sensation within the body. And then allow yourself to observe and to be present with other sensations, other feelings, emotions that might be speaking to you, asking for your presence, your awareness. Allow your awareness to hold space for all. And then feel these sensations integrating and then dissolving into emptiness through the breath. As you sense the breath, the natural rhythm, the inhale, the exhale, the inhale, inviting awareness, the exhale, allowing for these sensations to dissolve until all that remains is the awareness of your experience of stillness. And it's in these moments, aware of your experience, aware of your awareness, that the imaginative mind begins to awaken, awakening as you imagine the soft light of early morning. Feel the subtle, soft light of early morning. Begin to observe this light, the sun rising in the sky, a gentle glow on the horizon, sunlight rising and gradually spreading, a steady brightening, a natural unfolding, breath by breath, this vision of soft light, soft early morning light, beginning to grow brighter and brighter with each breath. Notice and observe how the light touches the earth, resting on the tree and spreading across the ground. Notice the light. Notice the peak of the sun in the sky. And notice and observe and feel for the warmth of the afternoon sun, awakening and touching each part of the body, reaching the mind, softening the heart, and melting tension from the body. Quiet increase in the brightness, more light, more space, and more ease. Allow yourself to rest in the gentle return of sunlight. Allow the visualization of the sun and the light to begin to fade. Return your awareness to the breath and simply feel your body resting here in this moment on the ground, the surface below you. Notice the quiet spaces within you. Feel for steadiness, And feel for the last bit of letting go, allowing yourself to return to your intention, statement of truth. And as you return and repeat your intention at least another 3 times, this time you might see it a little more clearly through the mind's eye. You might feel its presence a little more strongly in the body. And you might acknowledge its truth a bit more from the heart space. And then as you feel ready, take a slow, deep breath, connecting one more time to your intention, and then exhale to let it go. At least for now, knowing that if needed at any time in the evening ahead, the week ahead, at any time, you can return to the quiet space of stillness and to the truth of your intention. Begin to feel energy moving back into the body, maybe a bigger, deeper breath in. Perhaps exhale through the mouth, letting go of the practice of stillness as the Yoga Nidra journey comes to an end. Acknowledge yourself for showing up, for being present. Perhaps a moment of gratitude for yourself, for showing up for Nidra, and maybe for something else from the day that you're now ready to leave behind you. If it feels good, invite a little gentle movement into the body, fingertips, toes. Might even feel good to take a big stretch. And then you have choice if you want to rest longer, if you want to roll off to sleep, if you have things to do, just roll to one side. Hang out there for a few breaths. And then take a few quiet moments seated before you transition by opening the eyes and taking one final breath. Take a breath in and let it go. So as you move forward into the evening, take the breath with you. Take this feeling of quiet, stillness, restfulness. I hope everybody has a wonderful evening, of course, a good night's sleep, and a great week ahead. Namaste. I hope to see you next week, next Monday.